Okay, so first section of chapter 15, chemical kinetics. There's an interesting quote at the beginning of each of the chapters. Sometimes I read those, sometimes I don't. I'm not going to read that one. The author starts out talking about lizards. So lizards are ectotherms, meaning that they're cold-blooded creatures, right? So they're going to be the same temperature as their surroundings, unlike warm-blooded creatures like us who maintain a certain body temperature. So if you have the lizard outside when it's cold, the lizard is cold, its body temperature is low, and that affects its reaction time, right? Because it affects the chemical reactions that are occurring in the lizard's body. So when the lizard is cold, it's going to be slow. And so the author tells a story about how his children used to get glasses of ice water, and they'd dump ice water on the lizard, which made it cold and slow, and then they could catch it, right? And then they would, observe it or whatever. They were not harming the lizards or anything. They let them go. But it causes the lizard to become very slow. So how does this relate to chemistry? Chemical reactions have different rates. Some of them are fast, some of them are slow, and they can depend on temperature. And so in this chapter, we're going to be talking about how fast chemical reactions occur. That's called chemical kinetics. So the study of the factors that affect the rates of chemical reactions. Temperature is one of them. How fast a reaction occurs is important in a lot of situations, and the ability to control that rate of reaction is super important. So the rate of fuel combustion. So you put gasoline in your car, you want it to burn, right? But you don't want all of it to burn at once, right? You want to control the rate of the reaction. Biochemical reactions. Your body is like a chemical factory. There's so many chemical reactions occurring, and they need to occur at the correct rate, and we need to be able to control them. So one way your body controls those chemical reactions is using enzymes. We'll talk about that a little bit later. So studying chemical kinetics also gives us insight into how these reactions occur, helping us to understand them better.